This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Bravo 80.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll take this to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go, baby.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Let's go. 55's my guy, 55.
Smith on 1st down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have come back to make it a 2-point game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, Based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, Smith, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of them.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57 to Mike.
Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
final play of the half. Prescott steps away. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. Go check.
Now Gino on first down.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Hold it ready. 18 Rattler.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing now is Gino. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hurry.
Now it's Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Here we go. Stack. Bronco 80.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check right. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the red zone now, Smith. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will put them on top here in the third. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Cowboy 80.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Go.
On first down, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On first down, it's Smith. Going right back to Fant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Prescott. Rolling to his right. Finding Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. To throw, Prescott. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Dak. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Dak. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
I got him.
56.
They're going to try and run for it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And going right back to Walker. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Fielded just outside the goal line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Ready. Blue 32.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Black Ultra.
Check 25. Check 25. Deuce.
They'll start the... And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense was in a tough spot, and opportunistic defense takes advantage, get the turnover, they get the touchdown too.
I know this is going to sound strange, but oftentimes defenses call for this type of a play in this situation. Offense is pinned back near their own goal line. They tell them, be aggressive, go for the football, create a score. That's exactly what they did.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Army.
Steel, black.
Switch.
Tua going to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Clock, 10.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Staying open.
Get off the field.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. The two are going to try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Viking 18. Watch Cougar 19. Check. Buffalo 18.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check. 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Smith. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Okay, ready.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Mustang 19.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
52's the mic.
From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Watch his slant.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Geno now to throw. Dancing to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. No, no, no. 36.
On the ground with a tight end. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60.
52, Mike 52.
Now Geno. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him, working his way free across the middle. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Let's go now.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
10 cycles.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for huge yardage on that play.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
56, the mic, boy. 56.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync,
and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting... And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Taken in at the 3. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
57's the mic. All day, punt. 57. Mike.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check three.
Once again, it's Mostert. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Under 10.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Yellow. Zoom.
Check 43.
Let go.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away.
Shut him down.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Get up. Cowboy 80.
52's the mic. Hey, watch the slip.
70 Timberwolf.
52, Mike 52.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Smith on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Panther 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Mike 52. Pick me up.
Hey, go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
57's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57. It's a party now.
Go Delta.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Go Delta.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Go Delta.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Mostert. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are back within a score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
70 Lions.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
52. We got it.
Warriors 70.
52's the Mike. Watch the out. Hey, Mike 52.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Cougar 19.
Jim. Switch.
Franco 80. Ready, go.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Come on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Check 52's the Mike. You. Watch your shit.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big ass. Alert flare.
Ready,
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ringo.
Alert for a loss.
I got it.
Check 52.
Kill.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Kill.
Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
7 yards there and a first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, Mike 52.
I'm going
19 right.
back to you. Where's 52?
Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. Quick edge.
They snap it to Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the set. Mike 57. Mike 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 57.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Hands of Pickens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Pickett.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
Being chased out left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Pickett. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Here's Pickett.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Viking 18. 51.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Buying time to his left. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Coming to you, coming to you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception.
giving up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Forced out to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready? 1918.
Here we go. 2nd and 5 now. Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This one goes underneath to Walker. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, watch them.
Trying the jet sweep here. It's Boykin. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Pickett now from the gun here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
Ready, set.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
That's it, baby.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
36, 36. Slam.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 45 yards.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Check the backer.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down and 3.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Attacking 18.
Mike 14.
Inside handoff, Penny. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, check Mike.
Buffalo 18.
Kill. Turn up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith flushed out right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, and so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
41 Mike.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith steps away to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his